Hi, my name's Lizzie. We're in Bristol in my sewing studio, and today we are going to change a zip in a pair of trousers. First things first, we need to get this old zip out. We're going to take it out on this side of the zip, so you can be quite rough with it because it's a strong, solid fabric. When you work with denim, what you will notice is there's lots of reinforcing stitches. So maybe on a normal pair of work trousers, there'll just be one line of thread, but on a pair of jeans, you might be faced with 2 or 3 lines. Next, we're going to go right in there now, and we're going to go behind the tape and take the second line out. So this second line is the piece that is actually securing our zip on. So now you can see I'm starting to pull my zip out. The next place to take it out from is where it's secured into the waistband. Looks a bit intimidating, but again, it's not. You just need to get this yellow thread. We need to get that unpicked. We've got it. So that's our zip taken off the first side there. A bit messy with these threads. We'll tidy that up in a minute. And now what we can do is to start to take it away on the other side. Again, we need to go in up here at the waistband, being careful not to interfere with the button. This is a top stitch line, so it's easier to actually see where the stitching is. So I'm going to start off by taking that line of stitch out. So now we just need to take it off at the waistband point. So I'm just going to try and take as few stitches out here as I possibly can, because every stitch I take out at this point I have to put in. Brilliant. Top of the zip out. So now we've got to this point. So this is probably where it's starting to feel a bit daunting. We're starting to get lots of sections hanging apart here, but all we're going to do is replace the zip using exactly the same technique. So zip out. Wasn't that hard. Right, the next thing to do is to pin the new zip into position, and then we're going to sew it on using this machine. The first thing I'm going to do, this is a quick trick, is I'm going to take a little bit of the extra zip tape off the top. So I'm just going to cut that away. It's just going to help us when we try to put it back into the old waistband. And then we're going to slide it in, first of all, on this side where it's come out of the waistband. And we are going to use pins to secure it into place. So need 1 pin every inch or so. You can pull the zip up close so you can see how nice and flat you're getting it in. And I'm going to do the same. So you now need to unzip your zip like that so that you can get the zipper in on the other side. So same thing as the other side, just pop your bit of zip tape. Following the old line of stitching, you'll be able to see the marks of where you've unpicked, so it won't be a mystery. You'll be able to see where it needs to sit. So what we should have at this point is a fully functioning zip that's held in by pins. So now we've got it all pinned in, we're actually ready to sew. And I told you I was going to show you a quick trick. So instead of taking out all of this original gold line of stitching, which is really beautiful and looks great on a pair of jeans, we're actually going to do an invisible line of stitching with a grey thread over the top. And now I'm going to sew down the side of the zip. There we go. Couple of stitches to back tack it just to keep it secure, and then taking my time, making sure I'm nice and straight, I'm going to go down the length of the zip and back tack at the bottom. Taking that thread out, pulling it away, cutting off all my loose threads. And I told you I'd show you a quick trick. You can't actually see the line of sewing I've done, and we've left with the original lines of sewing there. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to sew up and close off the bit of waistband on the side of the zip that I've already secured in. So just need a couple of stitches, just about 4 or 5 stitches over the top of the zip tape. You need to sew this from the right side of the jeans, so actually you're sewing on top where you can't actually see underneath, but you know it's there because you've put it in the right position. Couple of stitches backwards, couple of stitches forwards. That can come out of the machine now, and we have completed and secured one side of our zip. And now we're ready to work on the other side of the jeans. So this is a little more tricky because it's on the inside edge, so we're just going to have to be more patient while we're machining. We've also got to tackle the button and not get that in the way of the zip. Right, go in from over the waistband and manoeuvre your foot into position that way. And then here we go. Sewing along the top side of the denim, keeping it really nice and straight. Couple of stitches forwards, quick back tack, and then right over the top of the zip. Take that out, trim away your last loose threads, and the bottom. Paired pair of trousers, new zip, and there we have it, a repaired zip. And it took us, you know, a bit of wrestling, but we managed to get the old zip out and the new zip in.